EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. You look at the defense for these Texans. Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Okay, break. Come on, boys. Time to run.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The Texans had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Titans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you just...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
2nd and 9. An option handoff here to Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty win because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, got to carry the ball. How about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here is 3rd down and 4. To throw, here's Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Shifts by him, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that, give him a yard up to the 49.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
The one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it. But I think his eyes were looking downfield, trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a couple. Give left side for Pierce.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Texans 13. Texans nothing.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you can hit the jackpot there.
First down there, and a pick up the 25.
The coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On the bootleg, Stroud. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to be a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads. And he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to get out on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down.
Forced out to his left.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the 1st down.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7.
In motion left goes a tight end.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard and help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Willis looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Fighting through. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Mixon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there and try and kickstart things.
2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Isaiah.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Willis to throw. Incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground, brings up 4th down. Now is the Titans putter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think.
And now off to the races down the right side. Joe Mixon. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Willis will try and throw for this. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down at 5. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the Texans' 27-yard line.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 19-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down throw coming by Willis. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
An option handoff here to Mixon. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 106 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Willis to throw on second. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to clear the wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Escapes the defender. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
There he goes, right side. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That was a first down pickup of 8.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have in this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Pierce now up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, here's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Willis looking to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
First down, Titans.
All the option. Here's Spears. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Willis. And his throw here's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, you know, in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's working inside. They might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Willis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. Willis looking to throw it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage. Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're hitting in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Willis to throw once more.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. O.J. Howard from 17 yards out.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Stroud off the play fake.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
And that would be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a 2nd and 2. Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Willis. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. McKenzie taking it in. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
To kick off.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick's away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football, I'm also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Willis. To Guyton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Willis. A quick throw there is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
Here's a give up the middle.
And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This is 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2 from the 1. What's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play. And getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.